All right, we're gonna try this again. Take two, right? All right, this is like Bryan and Bryan show episode number five, four, five.
Something like that, yeah.
Hey, we're back. Anyways, guys, heading into a busy weekend. It's been a busy week for us. Hopefully, you guys have had a great, productive week and are looking forward, if you're in the men's program, to heading out to Fort Worth to Chisholm Trail High School for the regional championships, where we're going to try to qualify some guys to head up to Oklahoma City for nationals in May. So exciting times. I know the girls are also competing various meets this weekend, and then regional championships for them, I think, begin next weekend. Is that correct, Bryan? Do you know? I think that's correct. They start in Denver next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, a lot of cool stuff going on, a lot of interesting things around. Bryan and Bryan, we were checking out an article, and we always have to banter a few minutes about USA Gymnastics and all the interesting things that those people do or don't do. And we were checking out an article that has them denying that they used NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, in the past. And it's very interesting because it's kind of like the old Bill Clinton statement, I did not have, with that woman, Monica Lewinsky, I didn't have sex with her. No. And, it depends. It's going to be one of those things. It depends. What's your version of is? What's your definition? And I can just hear it now. And we were bantering a little bit before our audio cut out about this article. So, right, really interesting piece because was it the LA Times that put it out?
It was the Orange County Register.
Orange County Register. That's it. Yeah. It's over in that area of the world.
So let me share my screen and we will, hopefully you can see this, but the Orange County Register talks about CEO Carrie Perry denied USA Gymnastics use NDAs as part of investigations in a February 9th letter to Senator Jerry Moran. The funny part about this was done, so that's February 9th. I'm assuming 2018. This was published yesterday. And then you just go over to Google or Yahoo and just search Michaela Maroney non-disclosure agreement. It just pops up with
forced to sign. To sign.
Yeah,
One says forced to sign.
New York Times. It's just over and over and over again. And this is all back in December, I think around December 20th, 2017. Yep. It's just over and over and over again. It's just insane. Like, why would she say that? And why would she write it in a letter? Is she just out of the loop, or is she just not aware of what's going on? Who knows?
Well, I mean, we all got her lackluster video performance. So, I mean, she's not even good at reading off the teleprompter, in my opinion. Of course, Bryan and Bryan, we're cool. We don't even use teleprompters. Heck, we just write a really rough outline and go with the show. But we're cool like that. So we're also more entertaining than Carrie Perry. She didn't even smile. I don't think there was one smile in that whole interview that she did. It was like, yes,
terrified.
This is how it is. And this is what we've done. Hello. Anyways, guys, moving on. Put out a really cool blog this week. And, I think with as busy as the week's been, as busy as the end of the competitive season is, for everybody that's involved in taking athletes on to nationals and then on further to that into USA Championships, which happens in August, with a elite qualifier being in between. I think that this article carries a lot of weight, especially for some of the people trying to create some kind of balance and kind of show their team and their team members and their parents that you got to have balance because we put out, Bryan put out a really good piece last week about where your priorities are. And, we named our top 4 priorities that we try to keep in our gym and in our programs and with our parents. And this week I thought I'd follow up with that and just piggyback a little bit and say, what is it you're doing to create a work-life, training-life balance? And as a coach, a gym owner, what are you doing to show leadership in creating that balance? And, pretty good article, pretty good little blog post there. Got a lot of traction being posted up on all the Bryan and Bryan social media. So go check that out. But Bryan, one of the things I put in there, and you put it at the top of the priority list. The very top, it was neither number one or two, family. And the first thing in my blog is, family time is family time. Like, really make family time family time.
That's
Uh,
right.
don't don't come in on your family time and pick up the old cell phone and go check out what all your friends are doing on Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and all the other cool social medias. Don't see what Donald Trump's tweeting on Twitter. Or maybe some of the other pundits are rebuting or rebuttaling against Donald Trump and what he's tweeted. Maybe just have some family time and spend time with your family and catching up on what they're doing and how their lives are going and how you are a part of that, even though maybe you're in the gym coaching a lot, maybe you're in the gym training a lot, maybe you're in the gym running the programs and taking care of the business, and that's taking up a lot of time. But what are you doing for family time?
Yeah, Bryan, it's funny that you say that because if you study, like look at some of the best entrepreneurs or business people in the world, they try to excel in every aspect of their life, and they definitely always mention family time is family time. You have to go out, you have to be with them, you have to do stuff with them. You can't just be home. You have to be with them doing something. Um, so it's that same thing. Whenever they're talking about like their workouts and stuff, their physical workout. They have to prepare their diets, their workout, their family time, their work time, everything. They're not just trying to excel in one area.
Exactly. And the people that do that best are the people that are the most successful. And if you look around, I know people hate him, and there's people that like him, but Donald Trump is a master of the many things, but one of them is blocking his time. And when he's working, he's working. But when he's at doing family time, he's doing family time. There's no getting in touch with him. There's no anything with him. If you look at Bill Gates, same thing. Steve Jobs, overwhelmed with work, and it cost him a lot by staying too focused and not having balance. And he spoke of that. He spoke of how hey, I get obsessed and I spend too much time at work and not enough time with family. And it's easy to do because I know I've gotten the rut and spent way too much time in the gym, way too much time pursuing career, way too much time pursuing whatever I could think about being great at, and kind of forgot about what is family, what does that mean, what do I? They're going to be fine by themselves. I'm providing money, that's good, but it's more than that. So make family time, and work time. Make it work time. So at work, don't be. I try to tell my wife, hey, look, you gotta, just send me a message or whatever. But let's try to limit the phone calls unless it's an emergency because I need to focus on this and you need to focus on that, and it's really important to do so.
So what's the next thing that you had? Yeah, I think three different things, right?
Yep, I had three different ones, and the number two always eludes me,
It was
even though I
share,
wrote it.
right? Yeah, share. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. You can't share your life with people or share the things you're doing unless you block out your time and give them 110% of your attention. And I'm sorry, if you're on your phone playing with Facebook, probably not paying too much attention. And, we named this episode Creating Balance is Showing Leadership. And I guess, Bryan, as, head coaches, gym managers, gym owners, what are we doing to show leadership in sharing with people how we do what we do and how we can create balance and still have great businesses, great programs, but have awesome families?
Well, I think what it comes down to is making the employee or the client feel like they're part of the family, and family members share things about their lives. They share what's going on. They share not only the good parts, but sometimes they have to share the bad parts. And I think part of being successful and keeping your clients is building a relationship with them before you do business with them.
Now that's really important. There's the relationship piece. In fact, I've got a meeting later this morning where I'm talking with some folks because I introduced them to a person that was very powerful, and they kind of just dropped the ball and blew it. And the person now doesn't even want to talk to them anymore. And it would have been a great relationship because he's in a position where, he can help support and sponsor a lot of different things by just writing a check. And they were really turned off because he was interested in long-term relationship building and helping, and they were interested in grabbing the money as fast as they can. And I think, I think we do that in a lot of cases. Someone comes in the gym and it's like, get them signed up. Well, why don't you take a few minutes? Hey, where are you coming from? Mm-hmm. Have you done gymnastics before? What is your experience so far? If you're coming from another club, what is it you like about that club? What is it you don't like about that club? Have you talked with the management or the gym owner over there before you came over to my gym? Because maybe there's a problem you guys just need to work out, because you definitely don't want to inherit a problem.
Yeah.
That's really, something that a lot of us do is people hop gyms and it's an inherited problem. Mm-hmm. And, we don't want to, no one wants to have a problem in their gym, and no one wants to create a problem. And I know clients don't want to be a problem, but if they can't be open and start a relationship, then that's really tough to do that. And how do we show leadership? And Bryan, we put out a lot about planning. Mm-hmm. And my third piece in there is planning. And I gave a simple app, a really simple, really easy, downloadable app, and it keeps everything in one place. It's called Pro Planner. If you like the Franklin Covey system, you'll love Planner Pro because it follows after the same system. It even gives the cool quotes of the day and all that kind of stuff. But it keeps your tasks, it keeps your calendar, and you can even take your notes right in one spot. Really cool. And it allows you to block off time. And that's been the most successful way that I've been able to, kind of balance out things is by blocking off time. I block off time that I'm doing the show. This time's blocked off. I block off time that I'm going to do meetings. I'm going to do meetings at this time. And then I'm focused on the gym at this time, and I'm coaching from this time. But I've been very successful at learning how to block off time and become a master of my calendar. So I think at this point, I pretty much can say that I own my calendar and I own my day, because I block off things and prioritize them in a way that follows after our top 4 priorities, but also in the priorities of which these tasks have to get done so that I can have a successful program, so the gym can be successful, so I can have successful relationships and kind of be leading people and showing that I'm working on this work-life balance.
Hey, Bryan, I'm one of those people. I'm terrible at blocking my time off with a calendar. I'm one of those people that I'm more of like an event specific person, and then I leave my day. I know what I have to do that day. I just don't block it out. How would you recommend somebody get started with blocking off their time and blocking off a plan?
It's really quite simple. Like you just said, I'm an event guy. Well, first and foremost, you go put every event on the calendar, and you put every event, how much time each of those events is. And I actually, and this is me, I've been doing this for about 5 years now. Every task that I have to complete, like every task that I do, whether it's writing a blog or going to a meeting at the ERJCC or having a meeting with Tim or even the competitions, I go in there and create a task. So that's a task. That's something I have to do. And then it shows up on my calendar as, it's going to take me this much time to do that task. So I keep my events that way. But then if I'm doing family time, like if my kids are coming over and we're doing a barbecue, well, it becomes an event or a task too. I block it off in the calendar. That way it's down. It's that way. It's an event. It's not a to-do or a chore anymore, because I don't know. I guess I'm weird, or maybe you're the same way. if I'm told I have to do X, Y, and Z and I start putting it on a list, then you know what the last thing I'm going to do is? The things on that list.
Yeah.
And I don't know why it is. It's a psychological thing that I just got that, I mean, I just can't look at that list. It's like, throw the list away. Let me do my stuff. But if I make it an event, like something I'm, involved in, then it gets done really quick and it's really simple to block off. But that's how I started. I put down all the events and I didn't put down any tasks, like no, oh, I got to stop by the store. Oh, I've got to do this. Oh, I got to pick up. No, I didn't do any of that stuff. I just put the events on the calendar. Important meeting at the gym, barbecue with the kids, meeting with Coach Tim, whatever it was, do the show with Bryan. It's just the events. And that's how I started out. And it's become where now I put little sub things in my events where it's like, okay, I need to make sure I get these 3 things in my event, like in the show. I need to make sure I get the sponsor links to Canaway and to Martech Collaborative and to the Athletic Equipment House. I need to get my links in the show so that people know where to go and our sponsors could get some play out of us doing the show. So that's real simple. You just put the events in the calendar and start slow, but you start using the calendar as the point, and that helps you manage your time. People say you lead people, but you manage time and money, and managing your time is really important if you're going to be a leader.
Cool. Speaking of those sponsors, I think we have 2, almost 3 sponsors now for the show.
Yeah, we have 3, and we're working on a big one. I can't wait till that one is a final done deal, because when we unleash that one's going to be
it's going to be awesome.
That one's going to be awesome. But yeah, you guys, I posted out some stuff about the CBD oils and the cannabis oils and the cannabinoid systems and all that. And our show, these segments are brought to you by Canaway. They're a leader in the CBD oils. They're pure. They have no THCs, but they're awesome for replacing or limiting the usage of all the NSAIDs, the Advils, the leaves, the Tylenols, all that, and being a healthy alternative to, the joint pains and the overuse pains that we get from sports, not just gymnastics, but sports. And interestingly enough, the CBD oils are actually being tested and reviewed for concussion prevention and concussion recovery, because there's some very specific things found in these oils from the cannabis system there in the cannabinoid that help the brain recover from trauma. And it's being used for seizures. It's being used for all kinds of things. People with cancer are getting chemo, doing different things. But now they're actually finding out that this is really, really, really powerful if used daily to fight inflammation and muscle pains, joint pains over time. So Canaway, the link, it will be in the we had to start the show over. I had the link in the original one, but it'll be in the program notes, so you can go there and check that out. We're proud to have them. And then our technical crew that's putting together our website, which hopefully will be up in a little bit, Martech Collaborative. We appreciate those guys. And our good friend Bradley Jackson. They've come on board as a sponsor. They want to do some stuff with us, and that'll be really cool over at the equipment house. They're a new AAI distributor, and we're very proud to have them come on and want to sponsor the Bryan and Bryan show. So those guys, find them on Facebook. That's the easiest way right now. I know that Martech is actually working diligently to get their site up, probably before they get the Bryan and Bryan site up, since we already have one that's at 10xminds.com. You can go check out all of our articles there, but we'll be migrating that over to bryanandbryan.com shortly. But find the equipment house over at Athletic Equipment House over on Facebook, and it's Athletic Equipment House. It's easy. So, what do you got for the guys heading out to regionals, man? As we wrap up the show, what would you say to new coaches that this is their first time going out?
This is what I told my guys. Whether or not you have the opportunity to go to nationals this year, or you think you're going to qualify, next year you do. Next year you have a chance to qualify. So you need to take advantage of this meet and work hard to accomplish your goals, which are usually not placement oriented. They're usually score oriented or skill oriented. And make sure you're using this meet as a stepping stone into next year's season. Don't approach this meet as I'm gonna go, I'm gonna get destroyed, I'm not gonna make it to nationals. Your season next year will be 4 to 5 weeks longer because you will be going to nationals. And this is a meet that you're going to train all the way through. You're going to excel at it next year. And I want you to use this as an opportunity for growth.
No, that's an excellent thing. And, to the new coaches that are going out, hey, you've trained your guys. You did a really good job making it to regionals. You've learned, you've been paying attention to some of the guys that have been around a long time. And, we wish you the best of luck getting your guys qualified to nationals. But just keep in mind the same thing that Bryan said for the athletes holds true for the coaches. If you guys don't make it, that's not a bad reflection on you. It means that, you're going to have to review. You're going to have to replan and use our scheduler. Use it to create the plan for next year. Get started right after regionals. But review what you did, find out what works and what didn't, cut out what didn't work, and do more of what did, and then go for it again next year. The thing about gymnastics is it really is a journey. It's not a sprint. I mean, we've got a marathon of gymnastics to do with most of these kiddos, and gymnastics doesn't come quick. It's something that's very slow and progressive. So if you guys don't make it, it's not a bad reflection on you. Get in there, get to GAT, do the convention, come out and see Bryan and Bryan there. We're going to be speaking there. Get out to National Congress. We're speaking there too. And, learn some new things and some additional tools, put some additional tools in your toolbox so that you can go back in the gym and get your guys prepared for next season. For whatever reason, Bryan, this season seems to have been really short.
I felt like it was long.
You felt like it was long?
I felt like it was long. A lot of travel for me, yeah.
Yeah, maybe it was just coming out of the hurricane here in Houston and all the mess we had with our gym. And then at our gym, we had a big coaching snafu and all that we had to deal with. So, it's just a lot of turmoil and getting everything straightened out and class program back running. So it just seems to me that the competition season came and went like that. And, for you, it was, oh, man, this was taking forever. For us over here in Houston, we're like, dang, can it come any faster?
You had meets like the Ricky DC, which I'm representing it with their T-shirt today somewhere.
I got the H&I T-shirt on today.
So, and meets like that where like I don't even know if we're gonna be able to do it, and then they had to basically move hell and high water to literally high water to get the meet going.
Exactly, and get the facility up and running.
Yeah.
So, anyways, hey guys, good luck at regionals. Hope you make nationals. Make sure you stop by and say hi to us. We'll both be out there. We might even do a live broadcast of some of it, maybe if there's time. The unfortunate thing is that we're both coaching, so it's really hard to pop up a video. But maybe we'll do something on Facebook. But do check out our stuff, like us, subscribe to the channel, help us out. We're trying to get our views in so that YouTube will actually become a sponsor. And so we're doing really well, though. We're doing really well. We've got a lot of views. We're reaching 107.9 people with the unique views right now. So 107,000 people. So that's good. And we just got to keep it going. So, Bryan, I will see you in Fort Worth, I guess tomorrow morning because it'll be late when I get there.
Yep. Have fun, man.
We'll see all y'all later. Take care.
Bye.